Worry about that. Not for now, anyway. Good old times of 10p Freddos. Yeah, those days are gone. Freddos were fantastic. Well, they still are fantastic. They're just more expensive now. I remember 5p Space Raiders. Used to love Space Raiders. Google them if you guys haven't come across them. They're pickled onion flavour. I was going to say potato chips, but they're not, are they? They're like cornstarch snacks or something. All the stuff that's bad for you, but they tasted fantastic. Right, well, I think that's maybe made our life over here a bit easier, as Devon seems to be making a comeback. Cornwall's still a big place. I'll go and rebuild my army next turn.
We await your commands.
Don't think I can do it in a friend... No, that's going to start war if I go there. I'll move back to Wessex. Who's got some points to spend? Alfred's got some points to spend. We'll go with... I'm going to go with Champion because it's going to upgrade his own unit a bit as well. I know he's already at 10 command. Guessing it can't go above that. But his own unit would be nice to be a bit more upgraded. Those guys. They're South Saxe, they're alright. They're allies and vassals. We seem to be pulling through this. Right, up on the border for when the war starts.
Forward march.
And let's get some stuff built. Cloth. We'll go for cloth, and I can probably afford to build something else. Yeah, I bet somewhere there's some place that I haven't upgraded at all. Hunting lodges are going to be useful. Wiltshire. Ooh, farmland. Lead production. People obviously don't like having to be lead miners in this. I kind of feel like there's some area that I've neglected. I could probably do with upgrading. Mind you, if I upgrade the guard houses, I get bigger garrisons, but it really eats into the food production and the cash. I'm going to have to watch that. Ah, Wareham. A better market, extra trade. That would be a good thing, I think. Brideport. Can't build anything else at the moment, so let's go with an end turn. Ah, I've missed the button. Never mind. I'll upgrade that point next turn. Wiltshire, Swindon, famous for roundabouts and not much else. Been to Swindon a long time ago. I think I went to an archery contest down there. Went to a few down that neck of the woods. Well, I say a long time ago. It'd be about 6-7 years ago, I think now.
I would like to talk about future friendship.
Bite-sized Total War games, any good when compared to the main one, Sergeant Barracuda? This one is pretty good, and I prefer it, I think, to the last Rome Total War that came out. Just because the mechanics, I don't know, they've got some really nice flavour mechanics with the estate system where you have to hand out estates to your nobles and keep their influence down but their loyalty high by not making yourself too powerful. It's a nice fine balance, and I quite like it. Also, the victory conditions are nice. You don't have to play for a really long victory. There's various ways of getting a short victory. Just a fame victory by building up your king's fame is possible, so I like stuff like this. Who's this? Who's this? Someone in Wales? Declaration of friendship? Who are they at war with? Who are they friends with? Don't see that to be a problem. Okay, yeah, we'll go with that.
It has been a pleasure.
Oh, I think that was a Welsh accent there as well. That was pretty cool. So yeah, I think it's a pretty decent game, this one, so far. I've only played as the Saxons, King Alfred's Saxons, so I'm looking forward to trying it out as the Vikings. And before I do another campaign, I'll have a look and see if there's any vastly different campaign mechanics for some of the other nations, because it'd be nice to see that side if there is. So the Wittens meeting, the Wittens like a committee of the realm's, I suppose, greatest nobles and most powerful men. What shall we have? They can increase taxes for a few turns, which does what? We can lower taxes. Doesn't tell me what the benefit of this is, actually. No, I thought it was... I'm sure it told me before. I can build better boats. We get better trade. I can turn a blind eye. Whilst you may lose revenue to the black market, the people will enjoy its benefits. I can allow all sorts of smuggling and stuff. I need cash. I'll build better boats for trade, because increasing taxes are going to piss people off too much, I suspect. Flooding? Rich and poor. Who's just been flooded? In Ethelingag. Okay, I can repair that, can I? What got flooded? It did say here, didn't it? Can't see anything that needs repairing. I missed something? You haven't played since Napoleon? I played a little bit of Napoleon, played a bit more of Total War Rome, the next Rome that came out. A friend got me to buy that, saying, let's go and play a co-op campaign. And then we played 6 turns, and then we never managed to find time to meet up to do the rest, which was a shame. And I didn't really get into that one quite so much. This definitely said there was flooding down here, didn't there? Oh, here we go. So let's repair the church and the hall thing that I'm building. Right, you... Actually, I don't need to go back to town to do that. I can move on to the border. And then I can go into fortifications stance, but I've moved too far this turn. And that'll help the replenishment, and I can recruit units, which I'll do next turn. I forgot you could do that. I remember a long time ago, I said I was going to go and rename the army. So let's go King Alfred. The Swine Array. That sounds like a terrible name. Sounds like a load of pigs. Let's get rid of that. Let's go for Mark's Marauders. That'll do. Well, you guys haven't come up with any better ideas. So if you can come up with any, I've got 2 more armies that need naming. So shout your ideas out. Let's see what we've got. I was going to build down in Wareham, wasn't I? I've got some technology to set off researching. Down into Wareham. Apparently, Wareham is, for those who play World of Tanks, it's not far from the Tank Museum down in Bovington. So if you go to Tankfest, you can visit Wareham, and apparently they still have the Saxon walls, or the remains of them, which are probably just a big earth mound, I suspect, that you can walk around. There you go. Little tip for you there. Sponsored by the Wareham Tourist Board. Yeah, let's go for the trade jetties. And that does put me out of cash, but I do need to start building up trade and economy, I think. Food's looking good. Supplies should be good across the realm. I think that's good. Oh, a bit of science. Or research, we should call it. Science in the Dark Ages. Be burned at the stake for even thinking of such a thing. I can build taverns. That's bound to increase public order, isn't it? I don't see any. I haven't built any industry in anywhere, so I can't. It's quite good the way that the science research works. In order to research lines, you have to have built several of that particular building to get the line started off. So I can't research industry because I've built no lead mines and iron mines and blacksmiths and stuff. I've been focusing on food and money. I can build a library? Really? What do I have to do that? Upgrade the monastery chain. Oh, well, that makes sense. Leadership. Build or upgrade within the moot hall law or thing chains. What's a thing? I've not heard of those. Anyway, we'll put this. Irrigation. +1 public order, all regions. That'll be handy for when we go on the offensive. Alright, let's end that turn there. Wait, what's that? Faction bonuses, leader influence, and the wise men meet. That's good. So good. Mark's mob. Yeah, I could have a mob. I should recruit a load of levy spearmen, shouldn't I? The curl spearmen. They'd make a good mob.
So take it.
They're offering a peace treaty. I will accept their peace treaty if they become vassals. Ask this faction to become your vassal kingdom. Insulting, but I will offer you a payment of... Does it say how much cash I've got at the moment? 296. Okay, well, let's go. Can I go less than that? I'll offer them 296. No, hang on, I've just demanded a payment off them. That's the wrong one. I'm offering them a payment. Payments. Offer payment, that's the one. 296. It's insulting. I don't care. I'm sending it anyway.
Surely you're not too proud to accept our gold.
Oh, they're offering money for a peace. If they're willing to pay for peace, they're in trouble. So, no.
It's your choice.
No, because they'll only rise up and fight me next turn anyway, or next time my back's turned. So we're not doing that. No, we'll just send that army and we'll either get a vassal kingdom out of them or we'll get a better payment, one of the two. Yeah, meanwhile, I think those other armies might be ready for the invasion of East Anglia and some fighting with the Vikings. We've got some good cash coming in. Edmund, governor of somewhere or other. London, maybe. Region and province. All right, that's public order. Local enemy province. Local province is not so good. Okay, can I take that out? Can I put it in something else? Can I do that? Is there anything that helps with local public order? Zeal? Probably just governance. We'll just go with that. Okay. These guys are still recovering and they're still building up supplies. Alfred's on full supplies. They'll be friendly. One more turn, I think. We'll get some more supplies and then we'll go in, start a fight. Public order's fine in there. That's good then. Kills off food production would help with that. We need trade and industry and stuff because I've not built any. The Cathedral of St. Swithin. Oh, 30 fame. Interesting. Useful. There must be somewhere where I've forgotten to build. Do like those hunting things, extra supplies and stuff. Public order's fine here. We could build iron mines and the likes. We'll go for a church and we'll go for a lead. No, I can't. I can afford an iron mine. We'll go for an iron mine. We'll get industry going. I spent all my money. I was going to reinforce that army, wasn't I? Next turn. Next turn. And we're going in. Edmund Blackadder. Be a good name for a leader with that, wouldn't it? Don't think I can rename the leaders. Edmund Blackadder. One of the best comedy series, I think, ever produced in Britain, that. Well, the first series was a bit... I suppose they were finding their way with that, but 2, 3 and 4 were brilliant. 3 being my personal favourite, I think. A noble birth. Edbert. Parents Athelheim and Tibber. Never heard of him. Joyous occasion, these family members have been blessed with a son. Good for them. Good for them. Right. It's just one more person to worry about in the family tree. He'll no doubt want to usurp my throne one day. He's good. Let's put him in fortification stance. Let's recruit. I can have 2 units. I've got archers. Don't want any more of them. I'll maybe take 1 spear and 1 sword. Oh, we've got upgraded swords now. We've got feared spearmen instead of those really trashy ones. We haven't got any axes. We'll take some axe warriors and some spears. Tick. Food's okay. Cash is okay. Let's go and start a fight. Right then. Diplomacy. These guys don't like us anyway. Initiate diplomacy.
At an inconvenient time.
Is it inconvenient? Is it? Is it? Lifing. Well, then it's going to be a lot more inconvenient in a minute. Declare war. You're in trouble, son. Haha, let's go. Let's go have some. Right then, hopefully my allies have all joined in. War declared. Hi Mary Banks, welcome back. You had a nice weekend? Okay, so we're going to get...
The men are ready to serve.
We can go straight in up there. I don't see the point in going straight in.
Forward march.
We'll go and get on the border. Use those supplies up a bit more slowly. But what we will do with these guys,
Do our utmost.
got a decent level of supply now, is go straight into Tillerberg.
Do not falter.
This should be an easy just walk over. Yeah, we'll occupy that. Nice. No fight, just taking the village. And... yeah, well that was so far so good. We'll spend some cash maybe. We'll just increase the public order here, I think, a little bit. And up the garrison. I think that'll be... having said that, Potter. Pottery production, market, industry. Let's go with that. It's cheaper. Busy weekend, eh? Good stuff. Let's see. Anything? We're looking for industry to upgrade now because I've kind of left that behind a little bit. Grain stores. Oh, lead mining. We'll go with that. That's going to upset people, but we'll just do it bit by bit. And that's our cash done. So let's see what the Vikings have to offer then. I've moved my army up onto the border. No sign of theirs yet. Which I hope is a good thing. Right, let's see. They might be allied with Northumbria. Maybe should check that. But Northumbria's a long way away. Not going to worry too much. Northampton. I still love seeing all the old English place names for this. The old Saxon names for them. Ones that you can still recognise. Like Stafford, up there in the top left. Faction destroyed. Heimeliborg. I don't know where that was. Who's this? Who's this? This is an English rebel army led by Aelric. Oh, well, it looks like the Vikings are having a little bit of trouble with some rebels. In fact, do they split? No, just got a civil war going on by the looks of it. So I guess I've timed that pretty well. Right, I've got to be careful with the war further, otherwise people will get upset. Let's march this unit straight out. No, I don't want them in there. I'll get across the river. And then they're in a position to support Alfred. The Wild Hawks. Let's go and take Wiggingamere. Wiggingamere. Can I do it? Well, I need to take this place, so let's occupy it. And it means that we're in friendly territory still, which is cool because I don't lose the supplies. And I don't know what's going on down there. I won't be able to... oh, right. I could. They built nothing. They've built absolutely nothing. Well, I'm not going to build anything for fear that it gets reconquered.
The men are ready to serve.
These bods, where can these go? Oh, they're in fortification stance. Could go wading in. Most of the army's in good health. I'll go wading in.
Stand down for now.
Oh, there's too many rivers down there. You only cross them at bridges, so I either go over to the north. There's a river there as well. It looks like I'm going through these wetlands, whether I like it or not. I'll stay in my, well, my friendly territory. It's vassals' territory. so I don't lose quite as many supplies. And we're going to go for Litune? Don't know where that place is. I think we're good. Want to build anything? Oh, we've got nothing here. Build something new. Tanner? Extra hunting. Tithe hall. That's going to upset people. I do have a hunting lodge. What does that tanner do? Extra 10% fur production from all hunting villages and 10% to the market. Maybe I should go with a blacksmith or something. Get better armor, better weapons, less cash. Let's go with that. Just because I haven't got one so far. And we'll just go with the church as well. Which gets me lower taxes, but more church taxes. Sod that. We're going to go with the hunting lodge. Right, end turn. When a couple has been married for 12.5 years in Denmark, we celebrate. They live an hour's drive approximately, so we stayed overnight Saturday to Sunday and had breakfast in the inn where the party was the night before. Breakfast buffet didn't have others than some of the white breads, but amongst the other options were scrambled eggs, boiled eggs, sausages and bacon, making me hungry. That does sound really nice. I love a good breakfast. Sounds like a good weekend then. Bit of a party atmosphere going on. And lots of food. Yeah, sounds good to me.
Endeavors are rewarded.
Right, and we missed anything? Development. Oh, we've researched irrigation. Excellent. So Rixiger. Oh, he's quartermaster. Is that the guy? He gets extra supplies. There's also pillager. That's just raiding income. I'm not bothered about income. But extra supplies in enemy territory. Oh, no, it's just in governed provinces. Okay. But it's extra campaign movement range, so we're going to go with that. And also, Aelfric, the governor. He's a pretty good governor. 40 years old, this guy. Have another scribe. And a new research. Civic stuff. What's the next one along? Estates. We can build a villa estate. If we get to the end of this, extra farming income's quite good. That is quite good. 15% extra and 20% food production at the end. And upkeep cost for all armies. That sounds like a penalty though. We'll go military stuff. See if it can arrive in time to help me in this fight. We'll go with trained fighters. Oh, that unlocks new units. So does that. Spear infantry gets cheaper. We'll go for the better military, I think. What's that? Oh, I thought that was a little marker under the top of the screen. It was just a military unit on the map. Right then. So we're going to continue the campaign down here. We can almost get in range of a fight. So... Oh, it looks like my allies have already taken this place. Well, that's good. My vassals, if they're quite happy to continue being my vassals, we can go with that. Can I have a fight as well? No, not quite. I will just check. We'll just check the loyalty status. Everyone's looking nice and loyal. That's good. So far, so good. Nearly just over halfway to a fame victory.